If you're wondering why you're not seeing much institutional resistance from the Democratic Party, there are many, many reasons for that. But one of the reasons that I think people don't want to talk about is the fact that after 2016, the Democratic Party essentially fractured in two pieces. Of course, I'm talking about the divide between people who supported Hillary Clinton and people who supported Bernie Sanders. This created a massive fracture in the party after the 2016 election that unquestionably was one of the reasons that Hillary Clinton lost the election in 2016. But what was laid bare and what continues to be laid bare is the fact that you basically have an older Clintonian Obama version of the Democratic Party, and you have a more progressive wing of the Democratic Party. And those two are basically two completely different parties. And no one actually wants to admit this or say this out loud, because if they were to admit it out loud, it would essentially be admitting the fact that they have no electoral path to success or victory. Two different parties versus a relatively unified Republican Party. The problem that has resulted over the last 10 years of this is that instead of advancing a set of policies that one or the other group in particular really wants, they've watered down all of the parties to essentially make no one happy. They've actively chosen the path of not making anyone happy so as to avoid pissing anyone off. And of course, in doing this, they've pissed everyone off. And so what you now have is a party that does not know what it is, at least at the top, at the institutional level, and it doesn't have a single unifying message, policy, or platform aside from one. It has been 10 years of the Democratic Party saying, we are not Donald Trump. And aside from one election, that has not proven to be successful. But it is also nonetheless true. The Democratic Party fractured in 2016, and what has resulted in between that is instead of any one particular unifying force or message, there's been a constant series of compromises and the entangling of multiple different interests. And again, no policy. And now where that shows up on the street is at the institutional level, at the support level, at the very top of the party. They don't really know who they want to fight for. So they're not on the streets with you because some of them candidly probably don't want to be on the streets with you because they're not necessarily politically aligned with you. And there are many other reasons for this that I'll also be covering. But one of the things that has to happen is there has to be a grappling with that fact. The party split in two. And instead of acknowledging that, they have pretended that it never happened in order to continue the veneer that they had some electoral chance. And 10 plus years of being not Trump has only resulted in, well, this.